In Pierre Part, Louisiana, King of the Swamp Troy Landry is expecting a visit from a scientist on a unique mission.
I'm waiting on Dr. Duke. He's an anthropologist, and he's really interested in old lost grave sites in this area, in the swamps. Both sides of my family come from this area, and they used to live in the woods. And, you know, this is good for me to learn with him where they might have more. Some of them could be my family. This is a golden opportunity for me, and I'm all excited about doing it.
Mr. Troy.
Oh, that must be him. Doc!
How you doing?
Hey, buddy, what's going on? You made it?
Not much. I made it. I thought I needed the P-road to get here, but I made it.
Sit down, man. Come sit down at the table.
Dr. Duke Beasley has dedicated his career to locating lost cemeteries throughout the American Southeast.
I received a master's degree from the University of Alabama and then a doctorate for archaeology from Northwestern University. I'm interested in using modern technologies to locate unknown lost cemeteries. So, Mr. Troy, I got interested looking for these cemeteries down here, and this plantation came up.
The plantation Duke needs help finding was last owned by the Gumble family in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Before the Civil War, it depended almost exclusively on slave labor to grow sugar cane. In the decades after the Civil War, its land was subdivided among various owners until it was eventually devoured by the swamp.
I think I know exactly where the old plantation you're talking about is at. It's been going for years. I'm not exactly sure if there's graves on that plantation.
Yes, sir.
But I'm sure there was, because it was a giant plantation at one time.
Dr. Duke intends to report whatever they find to a group formed in 2018 called the Slavery Ancestral Burial Grounds Preservation Commission as a way to connect Louisianans to their past.
In your mind, what do we need to find for you to feel successful?
One, locating it, giving it a walkover, and seeing where it would be likely the cemeteries would be located.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Anna.
To help explore the Gumble Foundation, Troy has reached out to Anna Rebeck.
Hey, good to
Anna,
meet you.
this is Dr.
Hi, Anna.
Duke.
Pleasure to meet
A
you.
fellow swamper whose family has lived in South Louisiana for 5 generations.
Anna's family got a long history in this area, and she could help us research,
Absolutely.
and I think she'd be a big asset to us.
I love Louisiana history, and to find out more information about where I'm from, that's a big deal to my family and many families in Louisiana.
To help with the next phase of their search, Dr. Duke tries a different approach with the help of some high-tech maps provided by a colleague.
This is lidar data, which provides a high-resolution representation of the ground surface. Over the last few decades, there's been a lot of effort put forward by the USGS and others to map using lidar. And what it provides is by far the most accurate representation of the ground available.
LIDAR, or light detection ranging, uses laser pulses to pierce tree cover and record subtle ground features over large swaths of land to create highly detailed maps of the Earth's surface.
This is the Gumble plantation we've been talking about.
With new leads generated by examining the area's LIDAR maps, the team is feeling optimistic.
If we can find these structures, the cemeteries could be close by. That's an even better clue.
I'm excited.
Later that day, the team meets up with Dr. Duke's colleague.
Hey, Alex.
Alex, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about
I
yourself?
heard a lot about you.
My name is Alex Lee, and I have been doing genealogical research for the last 16 years. I have a passion for digging up forgotten history and connecting people to an ancestor. But let me show y'all what I found. I was able to find some very interesting information. So here, I had located a newspaper article of the original plantation owners, which was the Gumble Company. And it also showed you here, the original sugar planters were Thomas Payan and Charles Gross.
Gross and Payan.
Yeah, Gross and Payan. So from there, I was then able to discover this document. This was basically a laborer contract where they actually listed the plantation laborers. After the Civil War, around 1864, they had to actually pay some of those formerly enslaved people on those plantations. And as you...
For work, for
Yes.
their work.
Understanding how many people worked there could provide a clue to the number of graves they should be looking for.
About how many names did you find?
On this particular document, it was only 34 names, but I started to dig a little bit deeper, and I was able to discover that they actually had 57 people on that plantation.
Okay, 57 total. Alex did a lot of homework for us. Now we got an idea what we're looking for. Well, Alex, this is a big help because we didn't find really nothing to talk about.
Have y'all considered a gravedouser? It's definitely another set of eyes that can potentially help us have a breakthrough.
We hadn't considered it, but that don't mean we can't.
Yeah.
Gravedousing, also known as witching or doodlebugging, is a practice dating back centuries. Armed with forked sticks or L-shaped metal rods, practitioners walk through an area. When they detect water, precious metals, or graves, the dowsing rods will cross. Since they found nothing so far, the team's willing to try a more unorthodox approach to locating the graves. Back on the grounds of the Gumble plantation, the team meets with the gravedouser, Miss Audrey.
Hey, Troy.
Hey, what's going on, Miss Audrey? This is Dr. Duke. He's Mr. Duke. And this is Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Nice to meet you.
Grave dowsing is the same as dowsing for water, except you're dowsing for a grave. So you use 2 wires, and you go over the area, and if the wires cross, you're in the center of the grave.
Looks like an old closet.
It is.
No joking. This is going to tell you if they got something under the ground?
It's going to tell me if I've got a baby, adult, or if there's a grave there at all.
How?
Well, they're searching. See how they're moving?
Uh-huh.
They're doing it themselves. I'm not doing it.
Let me take you back there.
Let's go.
Follow me. Let's go. It's going to take us a little way.
Feeling encouraged, the group spreads out to see what they can find.
The kind of area looking for a cemetery associated with a home, this is the spot.
Oh. Did she find something? Look, they cross.
Yeah, they're crossed. I'm in the middle of a grave. Okay, and it's adult.
So that's about right. We was thinking if they'd have had some graves or buried loved ones, they'd have been right in this area.
Uh-oh. I got another one.
Another one?
Yeah, right here.
While this spot seems to be one of the cemeteries they're looking for, Dr. Duke wants to be sure. To declare success at this stage, the team needs to reference the lidar images one more time.
What we look for on the lidar is areas that have been formally altered in order to make them a special place. And what we've done now is found places to look at further. Now there are very specific spots that we can explore.
Being able to find this area where there might be some grave sites, this is huge for us. It's the next step in the process. Every little piece of information has led to the next, and hopefully we can keep going with it.
The next day, the team gathers to celebrate the successful completion of this stage of their search.
I think more and more people need to try to figure out their ancestry.
Thank you.
Yes.
It definitely connects us all for sure.
Oh, I promise you, if you go back far enough, I feel like the last 3 or 4 days we learned a lot. We're taking big steps forward. We're putting pieces of the puzzle together, and I think we just about got it figured out.